solution you're laying out sounds pretty easy. It's twofold, both harsher punishment.
Nothing is never easy when it comes to the NFL, ever.
But the way you laid it out sounds simple. Harsher punishments and more human empathy. Is there any indication that they're going to do this?
We'll see. I listen, I don't have a crystal ball, Brittany. When I go to these press conferences, I look at them, I look at their body language, and maybe they watch this video and maybe that they see that they have to do that now. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell that. But every single time that, you get an official, whether it be on the phone or, in person, you kind of have to ask the questions and see what the reaction is. Not only hear, watch what the reaction is, watch the body language. And then after that, go and see what the results is off the field or away from just the actual questions, and they go to actually see the action in place. And so, right now they're not in a terrific spot. It's not like they're horrible. It's not like they don't get, female viewership at all. But again, you want to do better. And again, they have to do better when it comes down to that human empathy part.
Let's back it up 8 years ago, or a little before 8 years ago. What was the NFL doing to have female viewership on the rise?
Well, listen, football is football, and women love sports. In my own house, my 9-year-old is coming up. She's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I might disagree with her on that, but I mean, sports is a part of our society. And so, naturally, you're going to have female viewers that, you don't grow up an NFL fan, right? Or you're not born an NFL fan. You grow up and you become an NFL fan as you get exposed to it. And when you are exposed to it, you would like to see some great competition of that we do see. You want to see some entertainment of that we do see. The NFL does provide that, but you also want to see that they're, taking care and they care about other people because, this is, again, a human thing. So, it's one of those things where the females are always going to come. They're always going to watch sports, whether it be football, basketball, baseball. You're always going to draw them, and more and more and more, because that's what society is, right? We love sports. But when they're introduced to your league, when they're introduced to your sport, the one thing you do not want to have is history repeating itself. We saw it in 2014, women problem. We've seen it in 2022. They have to eliminate this because, again, we're in a society that's more connected than ever. People are going to have less patience. They're not going to stand for the things that they see nowadays from the league when it comes down to them discrimination, harassing, bullying, diversity, all of that. It's a completely different generation, and the NFL has to prepare for that. And if they don't, they're going to lose a lot of fans.
Because of this drop, will this affect advertising at all?
Well, again, that's one of those things we'll see. I mean, if I'm an advertiser, I don't necessarily need the NFL. No advertiser needs the NFL. You want the NFL because the NFL has a lot of people that view their sport live, right? But you don't need the NFL. There's a whole bunch of ways to attack consumers from, getting your product in front of them. Social media has changed the game. You look at your phone now, every time, Brittany, I'm sure you're scrolling up, you see an ad pop up, right? There are a variety of ways to reach the eyeballs that you need to reach. You don't need the NFL. Let's make that clear. They don't need the NFL, right? And I learned that from talking to other advertising people. You would like to do business with the NFL because it's a major corporation, but does Pepsi need the NFL? No. We know what Pepsi is. Does Coca-Cola need the NFL? No. We know what Coca-Cola is. Does Anheuser-Busch need the NFL? Absolutely not. Microsoft, Google, any of the networks, you do not need the NFL. But when you have the NFL, you want the product to make sure that it comes across right. You want the product to be safe. You want the product to just show respect, and you want the product not to turn people off. And in 2022, the NFL turned people off by the behavior of owners and players and alleged behavior. And again, that's something that they need to clean up if you expect to continue to grow the game and not only grow it, sustain the audience and for female viewers. They haven't done that.
I guess on the flip side, does the NFL need these advertisers?
Yeah, absolutely they do because that's money, and when advertising and money, all goes together. So they definitely need the advertising. And they need the support from corporate communities. The NFL can only go so far and reach so much. They need the help. And it's not only money thing, they need the relationships and listen, it's not going to get ruined, right? But you don't want to see things start to fall apart because you were you were deaf or you were blind by the reaction and societal place that you're in right now, the generation that you're in right now. So again, it's not like it's business is doomsday for the NFL. I don't see that happen at all. And I will be a fool to even predict that. But again, you want to see growth. And right now, they're not seeing growth in that particular area. They want to sustain advertisers. You want to draw new advertisers. When advertisers leave, you want to be able to have new advertisers bid on your asset, whether it be the headphones. Right now, they got a logo right there, that advertising slot that they have on that headphones. If I'm an advertiser, do I want to give my money to the NFL to put my logo on that headset that the coaches that you see so many of the coaches use, even though it's giving me a lot of live exposure on television? But do I really want my brand to be associated with a league that is portrayed to not care about women, to not care about Black people, to not take Black coaching seriously, or take the issues around Black coaching seriously? And the answer is no. And that's why it's important to keep their image up, so that way they can continue to draw and keep the advertisers. Because again, advertisers don't need the NFL. They will want the NFL. They would like the NFL, but they don't need them.